Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, going to be an incredible macro game between Reynor and Maru. You know these guys. Top right, going to be Reynor. Bottom left-ish, going to be Maru. So a ZVT here on Data C from DreamHack Valencia. Should be an excellent game. These two players are super equally matched. Maru is the long-standing statesman of StarCraft 2, and Reynor is a world champion, but he is still very young. Maybe not young in esports terms, but he is 18 years old, maybe 19? Did he turn 19 this year? Okay. So Reynor's growing up before our eyes, and Maru is a GSL champion a few times over, but he's never won a world championship, which, I don't know, depending on your frame of reference, maybe GSL championships are worth more than, ESL or WCS championships, right? Right. Are we going to go Command Center first? Oh, Maru. Maru, you gambler. Wow. So if this was a pool first play from Reynor, then Maru would be in a lot of trouble, but it's a hat first. So he is doing A-okay. So 16, 18, 17 timing here from Reynor, very standard, but Maru going Command Center first into Arax. He's going to have a lot of SCVs. A lot of SCVs in the early game. So it's a two-player map, Data C. You know, underwater map here. Just like Abyssal Reef from back in the day that spent a lot of time in the map pool. Wow, okay, so let's see. Command Center first, into barracks, into double gas. Really, really early. Was he trying to get out here so fast? What's going on? Overlord's poking in, but doesn't want to get shot down by Marines that might exist at this point. Doesn't know if it's a Reaper opening or a Command Center first. You know. So he's kind of worried about it, but man, if he just poked in here and saw what's going on, he would take a quick third base and maybe even a fourth base, honestly. So what's all the gas for? Obviously factory, because you can't do much by way of double gas on barracks here. I guess if you wanted to go for like a lot of Marauders with a concussive shell opening, sure. That's really only ever good against Protoss, though. So that's definitely not what's going on here. Is he just mechin'? It really feels like Maru's just going to go for his mechin' stuff here. Look, these two players have already played two amazing games on the channel over the last few weeks, okay? So we're going to... Wow, this is going to be great. I'm really excited for it. Third base coming in here from Reynor, really standard timing. He still doesn't know. Like, he still hasn't poked in and see there's a command center. Well, at this point, he wouldn't be surprised by it because it would fit in with the standard timings. Dude, Reynor is completely in the dark as to what's going on here, and this is hurting him. It is. Like, honestly, I would take a fourth base at this point if I was Reynor, because there's nothing that Maru can do to kill you at this stage. Oh, he sends a Ling in. So he sees there's an orbital command already, and he sees a Marine and says, is that a fast orbital? It is. It's a fast orbital. Let's see if he does. Let's see if he sends a drone out to go for that, or maybe goes for a three-base attack to try to slow down Maru, who's, again, being very, very greedy here. Like, this is a Marine. His army consists of a Marine right now. There's two Hellions coming out, sure, but two Hellions and a Marine isn't going to keep you alive against a lot of stuff. Like, roaches show up. Even something like just, I don't know, 15 or 20 Zerglings show up. You're in a lot of trouble. But, you know, Reynor's doing Reynor-y things. He's droning up like a madman. He's already got 34 workers to the 33 of Maru. Still no sign of a fourth. You know what? I think Maru got away with this. I don't think Reynor reacted in a way that indicates he knew it was a Command Center first play, or that he can do anything about it. Yeah, that's Blue Flame. That indicates full show. We're opening mech. 100%. I have seen sometimes Terran players go for a Blue Flame opening and then go into multi-racks with medevac support and just kind of switch from mech to bio. It's something that's an option here, but I don't know that Maru's going to do it. He does seem to like his battlecruiser mech style. It is pretty darn good and pretty darn hard for Zerg players to break. He's won with it a bunch of times before, obviously. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what he can do. He has kind of unlocked something here against Zergs that not many Terrans are able to do. Yeah, Armory coming in. We're going to Hellbat these boys. Excellent. I'm not sure if we're going to go battle cruisers, but I'd be shocked if we didn't. He's been so heavy into BCs in all the games that I've cast of his over the last 6 months or so. He's taken down Serral with it. He's taken down Reynor with it. I mean, he's amazing. He's a boss, is what he is. He made it to the finals of GSL Season 2 for this year. I mean, the guy's just... I'm not going to spoil who won that. But I will tell you, he made it to the finals. In case you're still waiting on watching that one. Which, man, you should. It's on YouTube. Like, the GSLs are on YouTube now. So you don't have to go to Africa or anything dumb like that. Just go to YouTube, search Africa GSL, I guess. Or I guess just search GSL. Anyway... Yeah, hell bad attack here, but this queen count seems to be enough to at least keep them in at bay temporarily. Are there any lings that are going to come help? Some roaches are going to come help, and that's going to be enough. So one queen dies, but like, why isn't he picking? You should oh, the queens are here. Can't do it. Can't pick them up. Yeah, I don't think that was good trades at all. Meanwhile, Hellions did dart in to the natural base, killed a couple drones in there. That's going to be it. Anywho, yeah, if you're like, man, I don't like watching GSL because I have to go to Africa. You don't. They're on YouTube now. They're streamed live on YouTube, and they're on YouTube in case you're very, very late to this party. Oh, no, he walled himself out. He walled so more lings couldn't get in. Then he walled his own Hellions out there. So 7 SCVs killed. 8 SCVs killed is actually pretty awesome. That ling run by was incredibly economical for Reynor. Okay, so he holds the attack of Maru, does very well against it, loses a queen to it. Couple drones go down, but then he ends up killing a bunch of SCVs there. 8 SCVs go down. It's 68 to 47 workers. Reynor's crazy aggressive at the moment. Economically, Widow Mines are out. As you all know, Falcon's a big fan of Widow Mines. Games where Terran makes Widow Mines, they win about 40% more often than games where they don't, when they're playing against Zerg, for sure. Stim, oh, here we go. Stim's on the way. Oh, he's doing the thing. Ah, Maru, he is. He's doing this transition. I didn't think he would. Look at me, actually kind of calling something that happened. Look at that Evolution Chamber block. Oh, sick plays all over the place here right now. Both players are playing extremely well, but Reynor looking good. And look at this. This is Reynor. He's going to be ready for, well, he's going to be expecting mech because it's Maru, obviously, but no. It's multi-racks. It's Marine Marauder, Widow Mine, Medevac that Maru's swapping on over to at the 7-minute mark. I told ya. Oh, this is great. This is really fun stuff. So Reynor's getting a 4th base. Like, I do like the mechy stuff, but it is a little turtley, isn't it? And I'm not a huge fan of watching someone try to crash onto Terran bases over and over again and just, you know, dying to Hellbats and siege tanks and missile turrets and battle cruisers and stuff. Widow Mine drop in. Good splits. Great splits. 2 drones go down in exchange for 2 Widow Mines. That's a fair trade. Oh, and the Medevac dies too. That's huge. That's actually huge. A little bit sloppy from Maru here. And that connects on some roaches, but doesn't kill them because they're really tanky boys. Because they have a lot of HP. This Medevac does survive. This Medevac is going to come back through and get killed by this queen. What are you doing? Dang, Maru! What's going on, man? Crikey. Okay, Maru being a little bit sloppy here so far. We're only 8 minutes into it, though. He's got 118 supply to Reynor's 189. So big old Roach Ravager style here, which is good against... It's good against Bio. It's really good against Mech, but not as... I don't know, it kind of loses its potency as time goes on, as we've seen over and over again. You can Roach Ravager win games in the first 10, 13 minutes of the game, but after that, it starts getting harder to win against a really good Terran player like Maru is with that. So, here he comes. Is he just abandoning this base? Nah, he's pulling the boys. Pulling the boys. Tank's getting some beautiful shots off here on these roaches. Yeah, I think he's going to hold, but 22 SCVs down is absolutely disastrous. Tank goes down to Corrosive Bile. And yes, they push this back. There's some queens here, but they can't transfuse because they're off creep. Is there enough to... Yeah, there's enough here for Maru to hold on, but like I said, 22 SCVs is an absolute problem here. I know mules are good, but the income just went whoosh up into Reynor's favor. It's 83 to 56 total workers in favor of the Zerg. He didn't kill his base like he really, really wanted to. What about coming back in here, man? These tanks are in really good positions for Maru, dude. Blah, 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 blah. Another race coming up here from Reynor. Making 9 drones now. He wants to get up to over 90 workers. There we go. 91, 92 workers. Might be about where he stops in general. Yeah, so Roach Ravager in it. He's got a +1/+1. It is also +1/+1 for the bio units for the Terran. Maru's got 3 bases. Reynor's got a 5th that just popped. So, I mean, Reynor's in complete control here. Let's see what Maru can do by way of taking a 4th base and maybe taking down one of Reynor's bases while he's at it. Yeah, so Roach Ravager able to kill a refinery, a victory, a small victory, but a victory nonetheless. This is the power of Marine Marauder Medevac, is this little thing. You show up quickly, you burn a base down, that's it. You pick up, you boost out, you get out. Maybe you kill some lings that respond a little bit too early, and then bam, you're gone. That's it. That's the power of it. In a nutshell, that is why players play Marines and Medevacs and Marauders, is because you can show up incredibly fast, take down a base incredibly fast, and get out of there without really losing anything at all. It's like Zerglings. Zerglings can kind of do that. I mean, they don't, because they're not ranged, you can't show up with like 50 Zerglings and have them all firing on a hatchery. They surround, and there's a limited number of lings that can fit around there, right? So Marines are better, but you know, they're also more expensive too. That's the balance of the whole thing. I thought I saw a flash of a Widowmine drop up there. No. So that's it. So like Maru, yeah, ends up taking a 4th base, killing one of Reynor's bases, and that's exactly what he had to do in order to stay in this game. And that's why Maru is who he is. Ultralisk Cavern, Adrenal Glands, Changelings wandering in to see what's up. Hey, it's still tanks? Neat. That's, wow, incredible stuff. Sensor towers coming up all over the place, which sensor towers are great, man. Terrans, if you're struggling to deal with the lings attacking you from all angles, get sensor towers up. It can give you some advance notice that lings are coming at you from pretty good distance away. And maybe you won't see it every time, but it gives you more of a chance to see what's happening, right? Maru uses them. You should use them too. Pro tips. We're adding Banelings to the comp because he knows. Like, Roach Ravager's not going to trade incredibly well with 2-2-3-3 Marines with stim and combat shield and stuff. So that's why we're making Banelings, because they're much better against these Marines than Roaches and Ravagers are as the game continues to go on. Also, what's really good against Marines is Ultras. So, yeah, Reynor's doing everything he needs to do as well. He took a serious hit. He's recovering by taking a Rich Vespine Geyser base down here. Very, very nice. And cruising across the top of the map here, Maru, he's just been sharking around. He's like, you don't have a Spire. There's really not much you can do to take down these Medevacs as I sit on your side of the map. But yeah, this is a pickup scenario for sure. Way too much Zerg for Maru to handle there. Has to back it on out. Oh, he made a Reaper. What? We're going to name this Reaper. His name is Taylor, because you reap what you sow. S-E-W. Ha ha ha. Oh, he just died. Wow. So he was sowing death and he reaped death. Or he was sowing a new shirt and he reaped a new shirt. I don't know how that pun works exactly, but goodbye, Taylor. We hardly knew ye. Thanks for that Reaper name. That was fun. Ba 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 ba. Boom, 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 boom. Double Spire coming up from Reynor. He's like, all right, fine. I need something to handle these Medevacs. Let's get some Corruptors out or some Mutalisks out. Let's expand a million times. And if Maru finds a couple of these bases, it's cool. We've got 3 more where this one came from. You know what I mean? Can he save this? It's only 3 Marines, but they do have Stim. They do have 2-2. And... oh, he got it. Wow. Those 3 Marines, they pulled it off. Expanding top left, Reynor. Thinking about expanding bottom right, Reynor. No, there's Marines down there. Terrible idea. Yeah, see, this Medevac's just like, la 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 la. You don't have anything that can shoot up. Try to kill me with Corrosive Biles. Good luck with that, sucker. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, yeah, that was... that was not fated to go well for Maru at all. There were Banelings en route. Once again, there's the Spire. There's nothing being made with the Spire, though. Reynor's maxed out in fairness. Oh, Parasitic Bomb's not bad. That counts as hitting Medevacs. Especially, again, Maru's not... Dude, Maru's so sloppy here. He just let... Did they both get... Oh, they might have both gotten Parasitic Bombs. I don't know. I actually don't know that. If 2 things get Parasitic Bombed and they're right next to each other, are they both taking more damage thanks to the neighbor that's Parasitic Bombed? Or they're just taking the damage they would normally anyway? Somebody knows. Let me know in the comments. Another hatch down, Maru. Ah. And then Reynor comes in and says, I've really wanted to kill this base for the last 10 minutes. Let's see if I can get it this time. No, you can't. Too many tanks, bro. Too many tanks. 12 kills. 4 kills. Looking good. The ghosts are out, and we know the ghosts are out because it's Maru, and we're 14 minutes into a game. He's going to get them ghosts out, especially against the Zergs. And yeah, as I say a lot, are ghosts overpowered? No. Does Maru make it seem like ghosts are overpowered? Yes. Oh, this isn't a planetary. No! The SCV murder today has been really good by Reynor. And against any other Terran, this would be really encouraging for Reynor, but killing 45 SCVs in the first 15 minutes against Maru is like, okay, great. You did a thing, but does it really matter? Is that going to slow me down enough to where I'm going to lose the game soon? No! I have so many bases along the bottom here. Data C is a bit of a darker map, isn't it? Kind of harder to see the dark blue against the dark blue of the background that he's sitting on, but yeah. Really fantastic. There are... Oh, yeah. There's larva because there was a base here. I'm like, how did larva get down here? Oh, yes, of course. Of course. That creep tumor's almost dead. Not quite. It will regen. Because all Zerg buildings and units do. Oh, this is not a pickup. Yeah, that was disastrous. That was Maru's attention was elsewhere. As Tastosis always likes to say, sometimes a game of StarCraft comes down to where were you looking on the map at a time? Did you not see the Banelings rolling into your stationary Marines? No? Well, I guess you lose the game. I mean, no, that's not what's happening here, but yeah, that was pretty disastrous. All because Maru's attention was somewhere else. In fairness, he's not looked super great today, but Blinding Cloud is up. Banes, Ultras crushing in here. He might actually take down this orbital possibly. A lot of Banelings left. They don't want to crash on tanks, but they will. Not doing bonus damage against ghosts is also a thing, but hey, any damage against ghosts is good. They don't have a ton of HP. Orbital Command does not die, and another 14 SCVs go down. This is crazy. This is 58 SCVs have died in the first 16 minutes of this game. Maru's at 65 workers. The income has been largely favoring Reynor over the last little while here. Another attack coming in. Ghosts retreating. Ghosts are not stand and fight units. Ghosts are snipe you and then run for their lives units. EMP you and run for their lives units. A lot of that. 28 Banelings in production now from Reynor. Reynor. Oh, that's not the right note. Wow, I messed that up. Anyway, wow, here we go again. Blinding Cloud gonna go down. Baneling's gonna come in. Ultra's gonna go chomp, chomp, chomp. Lings in the mix here too. Roaches and Ravagers as well. I mean, look, you gotta retreat from this position. The Banelings are like, what do we kill? We really want to kill these ghosts. And they're doing all right with it. Are there enough left over to kill this planetary? They want to kill ghosts. Like, oh, they exploded on that tank instead. They get the, I think they actually got the orbital that time. Yes. They killed the orbital, and 12 more SCVs died. But Maru's like, I've expanded again. Well, you've been trying to kill this base. 70 SCVs have died. So we're getting into the point in the game where it's like, okay, how many bases are available? How many resources have been spent? Has Reynor been making equitable trades here? Not really. 29,000 resources lost. Only 20 for his opponent, Maru. Again, that's how Zerg wins. Zerg takes more bases, gets more income, makes bad trades, but wins anyway because of how much resources they've been able to gather. However, if we start getting into a situation where the Terran has half of the map and the Zerg has half of the map, that strategy no longer works. Just checking to see, oh, there is a base here. It's almost a planetary, but not quite. Get it before it transforms. Oh, it transformed right in the nick of time, but there's so much Zerg here. Just, yeah. He would have canceled that planet. Maybe that's the trick. Like, maybe Reynor knew that Maru would have canceled that planetary if he saw a huge Zerg swarm coming in, so he forced him to finish it and lose it instead of canceling and lifting. Reynor, smart boy. Another base coming in left side. Like, both players expanding like absolute madmen. It's 80 SCVs which have died here today. Nidus coming in. Pathogen glands. Enhanced shockwave getting research. We're moving into Thor production from Maru here too. Too many ghosts. And the Nidus finishes, but instantly dies after it finishes. That's about right. Banelings. Sniping Banelings to try to save the planetary. It's not enough. It's not enough. 6 more SCVs die, and a planetary dies. Look. This is one of those games where it's like, okay, both Maru and Reynor specifically can absorb massive worker hits. Like, just lose so many workers and still come out on top. So, normally, if Reynor was playing against any other Terran on Earth, and he had killed 2 planetaries and 86 SCVs in the first 20 minutes, I'd be like, all right, Reynor wins. But it's Maru. Maru can absorb these shots. He still has 61 workers. It's not like he's down to 20, right? He's got a bunch of mules here. I'm not in the same place as Reynor, this cheeky boy. He's 19. He's a man. What am I doing? I don't know. Reynor, I'll just always remember him as being like the precocious little 16-year-old who kind of burst onto the scene and was amazing. From, again, Italy of all places. Italy. We've never had an amazing Italian StarCraft player. Look at him go. Anywho, Broodlord's on the way. No surprise there. It is some kind of the late game unit of choice for Zerg players recently has been the Broodlords. Ultras, yeah, to a certain extent, but the Ghosts are so good against them. Ghosts are really good against Broodlords too, though, and that's the kind of thing about the Ghost. In Maru's hands, the Ghost is the answer to everything that the Zerg can do, except for Lings and Banes, I guess. Great snipes on those Ultras, big chunky targets. A tank goes down, but every Ultra gets killed. Ravager's getting murderized there too. And Reynor's got to back on out. Again, a non-equitable trade. 37,000 resources lost from Reynor and 26,000 lost for Le Maru. More Broodlords, more Corruptors coming in here as well. Lurker Den finally coming in at 20 minutes from Reynor. Interesting. It's almost like Maru making his first Reaper at, 15 minutes. Spores built up at the front to immediately die. Creep Tuber laid and killed before it was finished laying, I think. And here come the Broodlords. They're going to start chomping away here. Again, look at Maru. Look at him. Would you think this guy's lost 80 workers today? And by 80, I mean 86 workers today? No! He's fine. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. Little Ling Baneling run by over here. Ooh, almost takes down this tank. Can't quite pull that off, though. Nidus, oh, third time's the charm. Nidus erupts. There's 2 Ling. He just wanted to pull some army back, and just 1 Liberator came back to deal with it. He knew that Reynor wasn't going to send everything over there because he wants to deal with this planetary and this threat, which is on his front door, doesn't he? Yes, he does. 26 more Lings, more Broodlords coming in, going for nukes. Maru. We like our nukes, don't we? We do. Yeah, that Nidus, I'm not sure if it expelled anything at all, even though it was up for a good amount of time. Broodlordians in amongst the planetary here, abducting a Thor. Don't have any lurkers, but hey, Broodlords will do. Choose down. And again, they're a... Maru's only got 700 minerals. He can't endlessly try to repair this planetary, so he does choose to let it go. Fine. And then Maru just marches up onto Creep, scanning, killing tumors, killing overlords, while Reynor sending Broodlings in to kill whatever they can before they expire. Another base coming in here from Reynor. Actually, base dead. Here's what I'm going to say here. What just killed 26? What? Whoa, 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 what? I don't like rewinding. What's... Oh, okay. So it's all of these workers. How did I not see that? Whatever. So 23 more SCVs die defending this planetary. Bam, bam. Okay. So down to 25, 26. Okay. So that's your 26. I'm an idiot. And then some drones die, and that chunks that up higher on the screen. And then I saw it for some reason, and I thought 26 workers died all at the same time. I don't know why. The blue is kind of throwing me here today. But either way, base down, another base down, Maru, and he's replanting this planetary because he knows the Broodlords are slow. A Liberator sets up here. Raider's attention is elsewhere. He loses the Queen. And then all these drones... Wow, Maru, you'd think losing this planetary would be damaging to him. No, he just casually wanders about and kills 3 hatcheries of his own in exchange for the 1 base that he lost. Sure, these mules are going to die. A couple more SCVs going to die. We've established. I'm not sure how much that matters tomorrow here today. But Reynor just got knocked on his butt economically in sheer number of bases that he had 2 minutes ago versus how many he has now. Hatcheries killed 6. As I always say, you kill 10 hatcheries as a Terran player, that's pretty much how you win the game. This is amazing. Is this getting an epic tag? I mean, so far we're 23 minutes in. Both players have lost an inordinate number of bases. This creep spread here is beautiful from Reynor. As a Zerg player, nothing makes me happier. Well, some things make me happier, but it makes me really happy to spread creep onto a place that Terran wants to expand. Call me a monster if you wish. But, we've all got things we like doing to the other races. the Banelings are like, I don't want to crash on 3 Hellbats. That's not worth it at all. I would have killed this clump of Hellbats if I can. Or this couple of Hellbats. Or these Ghosts, possibly, maybe. I don't know. Reynor going for the Nidus again. Nuke launch. Immediately seen by Reynor. Immediately moves his Spores back. Reburrows them casually. Big Baneling attack into this third base, which has been under assault so much today. These Lings have full upgrades. They've got, yeah, they're full cracklings. They're doing really well against this Thor, but not enough to actually kill it. That was a Nidus that attempted to come up. I think this nuke did land. I'm sorry I missed it, but nothing was killed, obviously. Obviously. Both players kind of trying to re-expand places and getting shut down. Reynor trying to expand this left side. It's technically, I think this is Maru's base. It's dead anyway, and he's trying to take this top left, and Maru's like, no, you're not. Reynor's got more money in the bank, 4,000 minerals and 3,000 gas. All right, so Reynor attacking down the right side. Maru's army is up in the left side here. This base is mined out. It's dead. This planetary eating away at those broodlings, just adding up for sure. Spores being placed down here. Reynor's got the bottom right he's trying to take right now. And Maru has taken this left side base that he just killed. That was Reynor's for a moment. I don't know if you guys remember this particular patch. It was an interesting one. But people were complaining about creep from the Terran side for sure. So they reduced the amount of time it takes for creep to recede once a tumor's been killed. Which Zergs were like, aw, but then they decreased the amount of time it takes for creep to spread too. So that was one of those balance changes that really everybody was happy with, I want to say. I think Zergs are pretty happy with it, and Terrans are very happy with it. So hey, it's a win-win. That was a genius choice. Some of the balance patches and balance choices we've seen have been pretty good for everyone involved. Some of them. Not all of them, but some of them for sure. Reynor just loves this Nidus spot more than anything in the world right now. He's going to have a kid one day, and he's going to be like, I love you, but I love this Nidus spot more. Young, what's an Italian name? I'm choking. Choking on an Italian name. Luca. That was Italian, right? Yeah, it was. Maru takes the top left, so he's just removing Zerg bases and taking them for his own. And same thing from Reynor. Reynor's removing Terran bases and taking them as his own. So we had the map split in half. And then we removed that and split it in half, but in a different way. Reasonable stuff. Look, Reynor taking this is actually bad for him because Maru's taking bases that were not mined as much. So more available resources exist here than here, obviously. It's not good, and Reynor's bank is about equal to what Maru's got right now. Yeah, man, Maru, late game Terran, absolutely terrifying as a late game Terran. Where is he most vulnerable? Not the late game, early game, mid game. That's where he can die. These Lings, not enough to kill this Thor. Look at how much damage they did to it. Another Nidus coming up. Nuke! Oh, this is a boring nuke, though. And these nukes are boring. They're not even that, like, aggressive. It's just on the very edge of the creep. Right in the view of what Reynor's looking at. He's just trying to move the Zerg back. That's all he's doing. Another Nidus. No. Another Nidus. This is hilarious. Dude, you're going to die. Why would you set up an oversight mode right there? That was dumb. You could have run away and stayed alive to harass more. Holy smokes. This is the most Broodlords I've seen in a game in some time. This is what? 23 Broodlords. Wow. I don't know if you have enough ghosts to kill all of those. It's a lot of Thors, though. It was back into mech, yeah. I guess I didn't mention that. We're back into mech now. Maru opened mech, went into bio, and then went back into mech. Who says only Zergs know how to tech switch? Obviously. Not me, not any of you. You guys are too smart for that. Transformation servos coming in. We got Neural Parasite finishing. That's... Oh, it's smart servos. Sorry, whatever. It's for transforming stuff. Obviously. Okay, this base right here. This is important. Whoever takes this base will have a much, much higher chance of winning this game. I don't know anybody's really going to try it. It's low ground. Both armies are just kind of hanging out over here. It's gonna be really hard. Hey, look at this! Maru sends some of his army down this way. The Thors. right? And the Hellbats. And he leaves the Ghosts up here to deal with the Broodlords, who are getting some good snipes. Ah, the Blinding Cloud. And a lot of the Broodlords are dying, but a lot of the Ghosts are getting chumped and munched up here too, though. How many Broodlords have died? 3? Uh-oh. Only 3, and 16 Ghosts have gone down. That's good. But look at this. Another one of Reynor's bases is going to die. There are lurkers here, but not in a position to do anything about it. Dude, and then Maru takes down Reynor's bottom right-hand base. Yep, this game's getting an epic tag. This is nuts. So many bases have died today on both sides. I think the Broodlords can take this down. If they bring some Overseers around, these Ghosts do not have. There aren't a ton of them. And there's a ton of Broodlords remaining. There are still 16. Oh, wait. That doesn't make sense. Only, oh, 9. Now 9 Broodlords have died. I missed some getting sniped down. Woof. It was 3. 6 more died while I wasn't looking. More SCVs going to die. I think Maru's going to lose 129 SCVs have died today for him. He could still very, very much win this game. Like, very, very, very excellently possibly win this game. Reynor retaking the Rich Vespine Geyser base down here. Probably retaking this bottom right-hand base, too. He's like, look, Mecha's slow. It takes him a while to traverse the entirety of Data C here. But, I mean, income for both players is fairly garbo right now. We're looking at it. It's about even in about the zero levels. Just killed some drone. And a Hellbat came in. Got 25 kills. Some of those have got to be Broodlings. Like, there's no way those are all Lings or... what else are we killing here? Infestors and Queens and stuff, I guess? Could be Lings, I guess. 25 Lings is not too much for a Hellbat to get. Especially with Blue Flame, especially with +3 attack. Man, so yeah, hit that like button if you're enjoying this one. This has been a blast so far, and it's not anywhere near done. Both players are still maxed out. You can hit that like button. You can subscribe to the channel. I'm here like 5 or 6 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. Additionally, you can click the join button down below if you want to join the channel as a member. Support me for as little as just a couple bucks a month, like $1.99 I think is what it is. Not a huge deal if you want to do that, but either way, here come the Cracklings. Oh, those Marines. Some of them made it out. Some of their friends made it out. Actually, at the behest of the Falcon Paladin Hour co-host, Somicron, I've been reading some Warhammer books. And we've been talking about them on the Falcon Paladin Hour podcast, which if you're interested, you can check it out. Just search Falcon Paladin Hour on YouTube. I'll put a link to it in the description, I guess. We do record them and post them on YouTube. We put them on podcast apps, too. So we're on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and Stitcher. And actually, we're on Spotify as well. If you listen to podcasts on your Spotify account, we're there, too. Just search Falcon Paladin Hour. Easy. Easy, breezy, beautiful Falcon Paladin Hour. Anyway, the Warhammer books, man, they're brutal things. Like, as far as War is Hell, Warhammer embodies that in a way that a lot of other books that I've read dealing with war maybe aren't as interested in delving super deep into. I don't know. Some do. Some definitely do. Others don't. All right, so look, Reynor's got the bottom right base. Maru's got the top left base. And this other kind of base here. I don't know, left side-ish base. And Maru's taking the Rich Vespine Geyser base on the north side of the map, too. So I think, you know what? Economically looking at it, I think Maru's got this thing won. I'm feeling it. I'm looking at it. I'm investigating it. Are we teching into battle cruisers at the 32-minute mark, Maru? Is that what we're doing? Oh, that's a tech lab. Oh, it's a reactor. No, he's just going for advanced ballistics. And he's going for high-capacity fuel tanks, which you have 2 medevacs, Maru. I guess it would take a lot of his remaining money to go into BCs. And he doesn't have upgrades for them either. He doesn't have air attack. He got the air armor because that's shared with the ground. But yeah, no attack upgrades would be... Oh, he's working on it, though. I don't know, man. He could go BCs on us. Why not? This game's been crazy enough as it is. So, as it stands, we've got 24 Broodlords and some Infestors. This Broodlord Infestor with like a smattering of Lurkers, 5 of them. We've got 21 Ghosts, 10 Thors, and there's a nuke too. Maru's got a nuke in his back pocket. We're going to mine this whole freaking map out. We are, aren't we? Data C is a big map with a lot of places to expand. To mine this one out requires a lot of time and a lot of ability, which is exactly what both of these players have. Maru making a concerted push into unoccupied territories. Like, there's nothing here. If Reynor loses this, he doesn't care. And now it just means that Reynor's down to the south, murdering your stuff. Yeah, you made a bit of a blunder here, man. Maru goes all the way north for no reason. Once again, you're just attacking a planetary that provides no value for Maru at all. So, Is Maru going to come in? He's thinking about it. He's thinking about posturing in here. Neural Parasite on these Thors would be amazing. There's your nuke. No. No, 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 no. No. Absolutely not. Oh, he blew his blinding cloud there. Did he cancel the nuke? Or the ghost died. Either way, no nuke for us. We got one. That's about it. All right, so throwing up some Corruptor to try to deal with these Liberators. Okay, did get it, abducting it into the spores. And we're just gonna, this is gonna be our battle zone for the next couple of minutes here at least. Tanks sieging forward. Oh, we get another nuke. I didn't realize he'd had another one there. Okay, that's cool. Nuke. Forcing the Terran, or forcing the Zerg player back and back and back and back and back here. Dude, while Maru takes this one, he takes this Rich Vespene Geyser base. He's going to out macro Reynor here. He is. He started off in a really bad position. It was like 2 to 5 bases, and he's really flipped the script here. 63,000 resources lost to 44. That's so good from Maru. Maru's insane, man. He really is. EMP catching them Vipers as they creep up. Great micro there from Maru, obviously. Just trying to use Broodlings to chomp away. They're doing a pretty good job at whittling down the Hellbat count here. They're not dying instantly because, again, their Blue Flame Hellbats are really, really good against those Broodlings. Am I seeing some Fungals getting tossed down too, possibly? Yeah, this ground army's struggling a bit. Wow, and he does force the Terran army away. Okay. All right, man. Reynor lives to fight another day here. I thought maybe that was going to be endgamey for him, but no. Reynor is moving to Korea for GSL Season 3 this year. I'm so excited for that. We've had foreigners compete in GSLs before, but nobody who's been a world champion. No one who's ever won a WCS or an ESL event before. It's been Scarlet. It's been Special for the most part, right? It's been, it's been, I know his name's Max Angel. Estrella did it too. And did pretty well as well. So I'm very curious to see what Reynor's going to be able to do with this. No, he's just making more nukes. Ooh, this is actually no. Dangerous and Broodlords doesn't kill them. That's a little bit sloppy from Reynor. He's kind of sat in the attack range of the splash damage radius range. There is another fungal and a parasitic bomb coming down here too. Waves and waves of Broodlings getting tossed down all over the place. There's Lings inside Maru's base, casually murdering what they can, but Hellbats are there to clear them out. No problemo. Yeah, I mean, if they gone after this Ghost Academy, they maybe could have killed it, but they didn't. Hellbats arrived and shut it down. More Corruptors coming in, maybe for more Broodlords or maybe just to deal with the very injured Liberators here. These are all in the red, very much in the red. And like a couple Corruptor pinks will take them down. Ping, ping, ping. Pada ping, ping, ping. Nukorama. Doing the nukiest things. So Reynor's mining from this bottom right base, and that's it, man. Maru's got this one, and this one, and this one, all which are in varying stages of mined out. But he's just got more available income here. He neurals. Oh, no, he abducts a tank, wipes it out. Okay. Okay, good. Very good. Sending waves of Broodlings down just to see what they can do here. The ghosts on the right side are cloaking and going for it. A fungal comes down. He pre-dodges the fungal, though. Nice. So ghosts don't get trapped by that fungal and murderize. An absolute chaotic scene here. trying to get some big shots off on these Broodlords are the Thors. The Liberator set up so that the Zerg army has to pull back. Oh, he doesn't pull back, though. He's going to lose an Infestor if he's not careful. Another nuke coming in. +3 air weapons is getting researched here. I guess for the Liberators, there's nothing else it really applies to. And another base of Reynors goes down. How many is that? 14. Yep, so that's 14. If you've killed 14 hatcheries, you're way past the point in the game where you're going to win this thing. I don't want to reduce it into something so incredibly reductive, which is a bit redundant to say, but still, it really feels like that, man. Zerg player loses 10 hatcheries, and they're done. It really doesn't seem to matter as much how many of the enemy's bases go down, right? Because, I mean, look, yes, he's definitely done a great job killing 5 planetaries, 3 command centers, and an orbital today. But that's not 10. That's not 10 total Terran buildings, is it? No. He's leaving this bottom right base entirely exposed. Corruptors. Oh, are they getting repaired? He's got SCVs up here. I think he's repairing with these guys. Nice, dude, Maru. Recognizing how important every unit is here. Smart. I like it a lot. Man, being able to poke. He can't. He's trying to poke in with the Corruptors and take down these Liberators, but the Thor count is so heavy, he just can't. EMP is getting tossed down. Really, I don't know if that was a dodge on the Infestors or not. No, they're back down here. It was a great dodge. A pre-dodge. Those ghosts dodging the fungal too. Sick plays. Making the fungal a projectile instead of an insta-cast was a big balance change too. That really made the Infestor much less powerful than it was. They were probably too good, which is fair. Another hatch goes down. Trying to get another Liberator. He gets a Liberator there, but at what cost? I don't know. Corruptor takes down another Liberator. Okay, good. Ghosts around the top side sneaking in. They EMP the Infestors. Very nicely done. There's still enough for a fungal, though. The Ghosts are getting chomped out by Broodlings. Nice Cloak, however. Cloak goes down. Thors versus Broodlords is generally a pretty good fight for the Thors, but are there just enough Broodlords here to chink through every one of these Thors? It looks like he's just kind of standing in and fighting, which doesn't happen a lot. Bam, he does. Reynor manages to take down so much of this Thor army. Ling's in the mix too, chasing down. No way. No way Reynor just won that battle. I thought there was a very, very tiny chance. There was a tiny chance, and it happened. Suddenly, it's 125 to 78 army supply. Neither player has any money at all. They're both effectively broke. They have a ton of gas, but no minerals, and minerals is all that matters here. You can't build anything in StarCraft if you don't have any minerals. You can have all the gas in the gosh darn world. I mean, it's not over here. Reynor wins that battle, yes. But he still has to come over here and take down the rest of Reynor's bases and his army. And, I mean, the rest of Maru's bases and his army. And he's got a bunch of Thors. He's got a bunch of Hellbats here. Oh, this is amazing. This is incredibly, incredibly tight, close, epic level stuff here. Both players mining what they can. Both players running out of opportunities to mine what they can. It's not mined out yet, but it's extremely close. Reynor's at 85,000 resources lost. Wow. And Maru's at 67. Big breath, everyone. Maru is within 10 army supply right now of Reynor. He's got what he needs. He's got his ghosts rebuilt. He's got his Thors rebuilt. He's got enough Hellbats to where mass Zergling won't just kill him. The Infestors on the top side. Oh, the Broodlords are up here, and the Lings are down here. Oh, the Lings maybe getting a wraparound now that the Hellbats are... Oh, he's doing it! He's wrapping around with the Lings on this backside. Ghosts are going down. Hellbats are trying to keep him alive here as well. I don't know if the Lings did what they needed to do there. The Broodlords are standing in, but that's not working. There's too many Thors on the ground. The Broodlords need to target fire the Thors as much as they can, and vice versa here. That Thor kind of gets chewed up a little bit. He's on his own, strangely enough. Nice snipes coming in all over the place. It's 80 to 63 total supply in favor of Maru, and Reynor is slowly bleeding out right now. Can he do it anyway, though? He has nothing in production. I think Maru has done it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's just not enough income from Reynor. EMP catches all of those Infestors. Just the Broodlords are not going to be enough. That was another major change, giving Thors the single target attack that outranges Broodlords. was really amazing stuff there. Reynor's at 55 total army supply. His production tab is empty. And his only source of income is getting killed, and that's it. His drones have to run. This Blue Flame Hellbat's like, oh, delicious. Delicious. Yes. Nom, 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 nom. 9 drones go down. GG, and Maru is your winner with all of 94 army supply. End of army game is 5 Thors and like 8 ghosts, man. It's not a lot. I gotta go with it's not a lot, but it was enough. Dude, it was this right here. Whoop, 96,000 to 73,000. That was the resources lost, man. Insanely, incredibly great plays there from Maru consistently throughout the game. Oh. Truly, Maru is so good. He's so good at StarCraft, man. Just the way he killed how many hatcheries today? Was it like 16? 16. 16 hatcheries died today. Maru lost 136 SCVs and won. Mules are good. I don't know how else to explain this to you. Mules are a good unit. Incredibly, incredibly good stuff. Man, Reynor ended up losing 42 Broodlords. He had 9 left. 21 Thors went down. 51 Ghosts died. But that's it. 42 Broodlords, which are incredibly expensive units, right? 7 Ultras. I mean, every Ultra he made got killed by snipes for the most part. 7 Infestors, 13 Vipers doing their very best there too. But Maru's control is just so good. And Reynor going for that gamble at the end with the Ling wraparound. He's like, okay, the Hellbats are dying at the front. If I come from an unexpected angle, I can kill these ghosts at the back. And he got a couple of them, but not enough. Not enough to really make it work. So that's Maru, man. Maru in a nutshell goes with the command center first play into Blue Flame Hellion Hellbat opening into bio, swapping back into mech. Didn't make a single battle cruiser today. Just one with regular mech ghost, man. And it's the ghost. The ghosts are the secret sauce. The secret ingredient that every Terran player wishes they could figure out how to use as well as Maru does, and nobody can. Truly insane. Truly a great, epic ZVT between these two players. Can't ask for more. Can't ask for more. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and an epic ZVT featuring you-know-who, Maru and Reynor. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also get me at Falcon, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.